Hello and good morning. This is Modified Darvas Box MDB, and I'm coming at you with a weekend review video that's a day late because I was in Annapolis, Maryland this week uh, dealing with boat stuff. And I don't know if any of you own boats, but when you buy a boat and it comes over from Europe there and it's delayed by hurricanes and everything, and there's still a lot of work to be done, well, you kind of get distracted a little bit and you miss the weekend review. But I got back in yesterday and, I'm tired this morning, but I still wanted to put something out and, because this is what I do. But, anyways, boats are, can be a lot of work. Got to deal with a survey of the boat, got to get things going, got to get a captain to take it where it's going to go. Uh, Watching them unload a boat off a ship, and you're like, don't bang it. Be careful. So, yeah, a very involved week, but uh, my own little deal. So let's get into it. The market had kind of a volatile week. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it. In fact, that I even wasn't able to take care of any signals and everything. Just spotty here and now. My attention was elsewhere. So I really haven't looked at the charts all that much, since I got back late last night. And let's go through things and see. Some things probably might be surprising to me. For anybody who's never watched my videos, I've created my own unique strategy based on the book How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market and the Strat Strategy, plus a few other principles, etc. And you'll see on the charts, I've got them arranged through box ranges and different colors, different color bars that tell me what's going on in the market here. Those are signals, and signals tell you to prep and understand what's happening, and then you trade the reaction to the signals through the next bar. So that's how you become a signals trader, and you're not knee jerking, you know, your trades, and you're not drawing stupid pennants and bull flags and all that, and trend lines. No, no, you can just look for signals and then act off signals. It's way more consistent. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's start. We're going to look at the four lists here. I have six lists that I move stocks around, but the four have the major signals. So we can see here AMZ, MLP index. This is great for income. Uh, Not this index, but the different MLPs which provide income from the energy sector. And everybody's been talking about, oh, energy sector's been struggling. Well, look at the weekly trend on this. Still pointed higher, going sideways in a box, but this trend is still going up. Looks pretty good for me. Great dividends there. ARK here, ARK is a great example of using color bars. Like here's a yellow, a bullish yellow bar. We got pay attention bars, which are pink and blue with a bearish or a bullish uh, tilt tendency to them. But again, these are signals, and the reaction to the signals is more important than the signal itself. We got shooters and hammers using that color. And it's interesting here that shooter bar and it's sold off, and now even ARK was able to make a rebound. But look at this. It started moving higher, and then this week, this first week of October, very volatile. Lot of sell-offs, pullbacks, whatever you want to call it. This breakout here has failed. And it's bumping along the top range along that line, and very interesting in terms of resistance. Like, sure, the market was able to go from the lows back to the box highs, but is it able to break out again? Yeah, I don't know. BZJ, proxy for oil. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a rebound. Look at that. It's not a box structure rebound. You had a box breakdown right here, but it comes down futz around, and the market decides, no, you know what? We don't want to crash down back down. We're going back up. All right. NASDAQ, still in that sideways Darvas box. We had a yellow bar buy signal right here. So moving higher, some tough, again, a tough volatile week, but that's a bullish hammer signal. So that's a bullish signal. Whatever happened to in the shake and bake in here, it ended up bullish. Keep an eye on technology. Ethereum, gave up the ghost, back down along the bottom of its box. Nothing happening there. FFTY, proxy for growth. Look at that. Box breakout, some volatility, but pointed higher. Growth stocks, huh? The big one, China. Look at that. Big, healthy move right there. And that there is a box breakout of a couple years long box. Now, do I give a rat's ass about China? No, I do not. But that's what happens when the Chinese Fed, whatever, when they shove a few $100 billion into their stocks. Well, duh, it's going up. I mean, it's easy money, but why did they stimulate? Because they're having a lot of economic problems, is what I basically have read. So you're buying things that have lots of problems, but you're only doing it because of liquidity. Okay, as long as you know why you're in your trade, well, you can trade it. Box breakout. I don't give a crap about the Chinese market, but it just shows that markets are just manipulated everywhere. Manipulated in terms of liquidity, and this crap's been going on since literally like 2009. These liquidity markets. It's just it takes away from pure investing because it forces everything up simply because there's a lot of money in the market. Unfortunately, that's the hand we're dealt, so we got to trade off of it. But it's still unnatural. It's not true capitalism or anything like that. These things should be allowed to fail. So end of rant. GLD going higher. Gold, well, hanging out here, but with all that liquidity and Fed cutting rates here, yeah, gold's a good alternative. That trend is still intact. High yield bonds coming off, having a sell week. Interesting. I have to keep an eye on that. High yield is a very sensitive sector. One of the greatest sectors to be in, insurance. How many people got their insurance policies raised and they cost more? Why would you not want to be in insurance for your long-term portfolio? Oh my God, I bought some of this and already it's doing great. So you get income, dividends, and it just keeps going up. Bitcoin, I now use iBit as a good proxy for Bitcoin. Gee, sideways. Last week, Bitcoin was doing great. 3 straight weeks up. Yeah, now it gaps down and has a sell down. And notice here on the volume, a lot more sellers in here than buyers amongst the 3 weeks. Interesting. Software, look at this volatility. What a start to October, but look where it ended up. Sometimes, yeah, if something's going crazy on Monday and Tuesday, you got to wait before you can make a real conclusion. You got to wait until Friday to make a conclusion. Box breakout, a little volatile, but it always keeps ending up higher. So software keep going up higher. Housing, volatility, but here's the opposite. Look at that. We got an inside bar last week, and look at that. That's a negative reaction. That's the first negative reaction in housing since. So again, it comes to the theory that just because they cut rates 0.5%, it doesn't mean people are going to start flocking to buy homes. So maybe that's a little finally beginning to show up a little bit there. And you know what? Here's the thing. Let's say you bought housing on this yellow bar buy signal. Well, this is a valid sell signal to get out. If you took that trade, you went from 109, 108 to 123, 15 point return. That's an okay return, but that's a valid sell signal. Who knows? Maybe that's the peak for housing at the moment. I don't know. Microcap sideways doing nothing. IWM sideways doing nothing. Signal, but look, it didn't go down with housing, but volatility. IYH healthcare. Interesting. We had the pink bar sit up and pay attention signal, and now look at this. It's been struggling for the last month. Got some red volume. But you know what? Look at the overall trend on it. Maybe it's just going back to that weekly moving average. I don't know. But if you bought the box breakout here, to sell in here, it's not unheard of. Transports moved up last week, sold off this week. Look at the volume. Interesting. Yeah, gold, great trend. QQQs. Signal, a little volatile, but pointed higher. Equal weighted Qs. There's a buy signal. Hammer signal. Whoop. Went one too far. RSP. Equal weighted S&P 500 moving higher. Now there's a inside bar signal, but to me it looks poised to go higher, not lower. But we'll see. This is one of the strongest indexes, sectors, etc. So good to pay attention to it. This was interesting. The SHI. Look at that sell-off bar. This is short-term interest rates. The Fed's cutting, the Fed's cutting, the Fed's cutting. Yeah, the Fed cut. Whoop. That's them selling it. So that may have been the move for interest rates. Semiconductors going, well, basically sideways, nothing there. S&P 500 moving higher as Main Street recovers a little bit from, half point cut. That'll help a lot of sectors. SPY is confirming that. Sentiment. The Fed cut here, and now it's been oscillating back down to some lower sentiment. Had a little low there, but now it's ended up in the middle. Okay. Sentiment is sort of easing. Stocks with the 200-day, a little volatile. Can't seem to make much progress. Interesting. Stocks with the 40-day, more volatile. Look at that. Yo-yo, up, down, bull, crash, bull, crash, bull. Solar, the tan, who could figure that out? Just endless sideways. TLT, now this is also interesting. The big thing in bonds, right? So has interest rates gone up, went down as far as they're going to go down? Probably. Pink bar, pay attention, resolve downwards. Now another big one right there. If the the market's telling us something here, that it went up on that because the Fed was going to cut rates. Well, the Fed cut rates, and now it's given it all back. Again, treasuries, where's the value? Congress keeps issuing more money. The dollar keeps going down. Why does anybody think U.S. government debt is attractive? I have no idea. I don't think it's attractive at all. I think it's a trap. And Stan Druckenmiller said he's short bonds as well. So basically, Druck is making money in here. VIX. This is the one interesting thing about the VIX. It's pointed back up. And notice here, ever since the July move, it's been above that little moving average right there. Can't seem to get back below it. We may have some volatility ahead still. Uncertain. REITs, big sideways. Housing, eh. Well, there's an inside bar, but it's not really an official one. But there's it matches the housing. So energy, big rebound. Yellow bar buy signal on the XLE. Anybody think gas prices are going up? Probably. XLF financials, where bonds go, this goes. But what's interesting, these stocks are going higher because it's financials. So there's your insurance component. Insurance, great, great area. I added this one, XLU, utilities. So here's what I see on utilities, the Utes. Yellow bar buy signal, which started it all, went up, formed a box, and now a box breakout there. And utilities just keep going higher. And this sort of matches the electricity demand for AI theme that's been out there. AI uses so much electricity, they just need tons of it. Microsoft is going to buy a nuclear power plant, or maybe it was Google, I can't remember. Smart decision. Lock up your own power. But yeah, there's your start signal, and look at it go from there. All right, well that's indexes. Let's go now to list 2, which are big textbook Darvas box breakouts. Okay, this one. I'm still long because basically I wasn't able to do anything here. I got the alerts and it worked out. Basically, when I'm busy in Annapolis, Maryland, I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to deal with this shit. So it worked out. And, these aren't big trades anyway. It's not like I have half my money in them or anything like that. So, it's all right. This one keeps going up. Cat. Oh, yeah, I forgot my buy signal, buy on here. So I do own some cat. No, where did I buy it? I bought it right in there. Caterpillar with a textbook Darvas box breakout. Going higher. The economy is recovering. Amazing, a 0.5% cut in interest rates can do that. CORZ moving higher. I don't own this one. And here's the reason why I don't own it. I think it's got too many shares. It's a big fat whale. 177 million shares outstanding. It means that every dollar it goes up is going to be a struggle. That's why I don't like it. It's probably doing fine as a company, but it's just difficult to trade. You see, when you have a lot of shares outstanding, the ranges get super volatile and it's hard to hold. So that's why I try and shy away from it. Carvana, textbook Darvas box breakout, moving higher. There's your second chance right here, the inside week. That was your chance where if you missed the breakout, you could get back in. Many times the market gives you a second chance. But I was busy with both, so I didn't do anything. DHI starting to form a sideways box here. And isn't that interesting? It matches what's going on with housing ETFs. Lovely run, but things may be changing here. This one, I was stopped out on this one. Volatile, so volatile. I've tried this twice. I've made no money. I lost money on this one right here. And again, remember what I was just saying about number of shares outstanding? Come to the top here. This says 214 million shares outstanding. Means that any kind of move, it just can't trade tight, Look at that. Big up day here. followed by a big sell down here. 60 million shares? Good Lord. Now this ended a little higher, but it's all over the place. See here, up, down, up. I mean, unless you buy it way down in here, how can you handle the swings? It's just too hard. This this is the type of trade where you've got to watch it every moment for something to go wrong. So it's still bullish, but I don't have any. I got kicked out. Here's one that's better, a lot less volatile. Box breakout moving higher. Oh, LMT defense getting tons of money, going higher. Meta box breakout going higher. Oracle box breakout. Here's your second chance entry. It's going higher. PI. I own PI. This has been one of my much better trades, so I care much more about this one than I do about the little Ion Q. PLTR, box breakout, moving higher. The Poet. Inside weak, but definitely still higher. I'm happy. RKLB, higher, still moving higher. This is one I wish I'd bought back here, or this little pullback somewhere in here, but the second chance was really right here. And I was slow on it. That's why I'm not right on the spot there. But the market gives you second chances. It's probably the main theme of that. Roku. Don't know why it's up, but it's up. So it's on the list. SE moving higher. It just still kills me. I bought it perfectly back in here and added here. And then this little volatile episode kicked me out. God, it's such a pisser. But rectify the mistake, and it's moving higher. Shark Ninja. Box breakout moving higher. That's all this one does is go higher. What a fantastic stock. Spotify. Signal here, but it failed to trigger. Failed to trigger, and it morphed into a different signal. Still moving higher. TKO moving higher. Druckenmiller owns some of this also. Uber, box breakout. Moving, closed above, but, I mentioned volume is a little tougher. It's got 2 billion shares outstanding. That's just too many. It's just hard to move. It's like a giant battleship stuck in the water. URI. Whereas this one has 66 million shares outstanding. And this one's great. The share price is $789 compared to Uber, which is a battleship. Uber moves up, yeah, but it takes a lot of money to move it. URI moves 10 times easier. Signal, little volatility, but a breakout moving higher. Walmart. Walmart with 8 billion shares outstanding, but Walmart is a huge company, so okay. Lovely trend. All right, let's see what we got on bullish signals. Still a bullish market, lots of bull signals unless some of these have messed up. Apple, bull signal, reaction is an inside, and look at that. It tried to break out but couldn't, went the other way and ended up sort of medium. Basically, this gets one more week on this list, and then if it doesn't do anything this next week, it's coming off. AMD, box breakout, but no volume. So this is a successful trade if you bought it, but don't get too excited. But it can work. See what happens. Same here, deal here, box breakout. Volume was low. See what happens. APP, huge move. This is turning into a monster trade. From the shakeout low here, which screwed everybody up. Because look at this. Everyone who bought from right there got put in jeopardy on this one. They got their conviction tested. But now, ever since, it's gone from 60 to 139. Amazing. And it's keep going. It's probably headed to 200, I bet. Broadcom, yellow bar signal, moving higher. BLDR, inside, but sort of reaction. Could go either way. And you know what? This one's going to stay on the list because it did not react downwards. If this goes down another week, then I'll remove it from the list. Berkshire, inside, bullish resolution, going higher. The Bros, this should come off the list because see, we got the high. It started moving up here, which got it on the list. 2 straight weeks down, forget about it, you're off. Gava, going higher, but sort of struggling with that top level. It coincides with the big red volume, the high of the bar. Now it's struggling to get past it. But you had a signal here that went bullish to, and now it's sort of struggling. This gets one more week, and then if it doesn't do anything, it comes off this list. CEG, there's that electrical power. Going crazy. Crocs, boom, boom. The trend is higher. If this is down another week, then it's off the list. Dash, box breakout, moving higher. Dell, moving higher off of this signal right here, but I wouldn't be buying it. Okay, DJT. This is on this list because look at the volume here. I have no idea what's going on. Big green, big green, big green. Yet the trend is down. So this is either being shorted into heavily or I really don't know. How many shares does this have outstanding? Maybe this number is wrong. But look at this. There's been tons of action, but there's no real signals in here, so no, I'm not doing anything. But it's on this list to show like all this bullish action. Like you get bull here, but then look, the price went crashing down. I really don't know. I'm voting for Trump, but as far as the stock, I have no idea. Solar, huh? Yellow bar buy signal, box breakout. What does it do? Bad week ends up almost violating the box. And if you recall prior videos, week 4, 1, 2, 3, and week 4 right here, if breakouts are going to fail, they usually fail week 4. And this one looks like it's poised to fail and go lower. But at the moment, I don't know. We'll find out next week. This one, GE, keeps going higher. This is a great trade, keeps going higher. Box breakout here, and then a signal right here. And this signal really is the big kahuna, up 30% from that signal. Lovely. GME, negative signal here, inside, higher. This gets one more week. If it doesn't improve, it's off. Google, reclaim the box, up, 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 so it stays on this list. This one, potential box breakout here. Oh, no follow through. Struggling with this little level, huh? This gets another week. If it doesn't improve, if it goes down, it's off. Same here, moving higher. If this goes down another week, it's off. MU, oh, the big earnings move. They're back, baby. Yeah, no, it sells off this week. It's so funny. You had people who were pounding the table that chips are back and all this stuff based on this. And then what does it do? It sells down. Read the chart. Don't read the headlines. Netflix moving higher. Nucor Steel signal here, 3 weeks higher from the signal. Nvidia, bullish resolution to the inside week. What does it do? It forms another inside week. Looks like it's pointed higher, no real volume to interpret. So anybody betting against Nvidia at the moment, well, there's no signals for it. But whether it's going to box breakout, yeah, I don't know about that. But there's really no reason to trade Nvidia at the moment if you're out. If you're in, you just sit. Some stuff you just got to sit in and do nothing. Higher on this one. Reddit moving higher. There's your blue bar signal moving higher. I don't know what the deal is with Reddit. I've read the threads. Yeah, they're okay. They're not earth-shaking. Beats me. RDX, box breakout, volume's low. Again, that's defense. Shopify, box breakout, moving higher, but low volume. VRT, yellow bar buy signal, up 3 weeks from that. Nice. VST, moving higher. This is, again, more energy. Look at it rip. Huge winner. But you know what? At this point, would you think of selling here at 138? I think I'd be thinking maybe it's time to step off the ladder. Maybe. But on the monthly chart, looks fabulous. Box breakout. Let's look at CEG. Same deal on the monthly. So here's the thing. As much as you might want to sell, oh, it's at this high. You know what? I would say the chances are it's going higher. Amazing. This one here had an off week. If it's down another week, it's off the list. Okay, those are some bullish signals. Still a lot of them here on the list. So now we go to the bearish signals. What do we have for bearish signals? Okay, this one. Bearish signal here, downward resolution on that one there. But now, look at it. It didn't keep going down here. Maybe it's played out. And at this point, maybe it's forming a sideways box. Basically, I'll keep it on the list here. If it goes up again, then it's off this bearish list. You want to see real trend following? Sell H just keeps going down. I'm still short this one. Just look at all the red. It's just unbelievable. Coin. Why is coin on this list? It had the box breakdown here. There's here. Up. Yeah, you know, coin's not really supposed to be on this list. There's not much going on with it. No real signals, but it shouldn't really be on this list. Costco. Failed box breakout. The signal here and a bearish resolution, and now down a smidge there, so it stays on the list. ELF, I'm short this one, keeps going down. This one right here, I would say this is a bearish because you've got the inside week failure, and now it's down. This is just ripe to be shorted. Look at this. Who says you can't make money shorting? I may go after this one because you got bullish signals, bull signal, bull signal. I don't know. Failure. And look how far down it failed into here. Basically, you could try shorting it here, or there's your ultimate shorting spot right there. Failure of that spot. At that point, you've got a potential downward move, crash down through the Darvas box. Looks like a layup. I may have to do this one. Solar. What a joke. The company is worth $14 billion. Maybe it should be worth $7 billion. Go down 50%. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. GH keeps going down. MDB, no. Say it ain't so. Box breakout, and now it failed. Failure. See, that's how it failed right there. ML, ugh. I thought this week might be a turnaround, but nope, just more selling. And I have to watch this. I still like this, even though it just doesn't look good. We'll put a line there and set an alert, and we'll see what happens. mRNA, the Vax jab down. That's good. Vaxes should be down. They'll kill you. Be careful. ServiceNow, pink bar, pay attention. What does it do? Has a little volatility, and then whoosh, goes right back up. As opposed to Roblox, pink bar, and sells down. Thank God I sold out of this because of this signal right here, this hammer signal. But, yep, not ready yet. Rivian, white bar, box breakdown, down. This one still potentially down. I give this one more week. If this is an up week for the stock, then it comes off this list. SMCI, pink, down, pink, inside, but this is still poised to maybe go down further. We'll set an alert for that also. Might have to go after this one also. Like, does this just reek of potential fraud? Maybe. I don't know. The other reason why I'm thinking of that one is because my short of snow just isn't happening. I shorted it here, and it just won't go down. On the monthly, it's poised to go down. Maybe it does it this week. But again, the proof is it hasn't done it yet. So maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wasting my time. The stinger with a rebound. Okay, because this rebounded, this should be off the list. This is a bearish list. That's not bearish. This goes back to watching. TMDX, okay. This here is a bullish hammer bar, but instead of going up, it failed. And it did it on big red volume. This run is probably over. And it looks like some of the big powers that be decided to start taking money out of this. So if you still own this, there's your signal to start considering, maybe we ought to sell some. And look how close it is to its Darvas box level. I think I'd be selling at that point if it was me. Tesla, pink bar. Everybody loves Tesla. It can do no wrong. Well, look where it's struggling. Oop, right at the top here. And again, that says pay attention. It doesn't mean you got to sell it, but it means pay attention. And we'll see what the reaction is. There's your get out of Dodge if you were if you did buy some. Oil equipment, oil made a rebound. Very volatile. Yeah, I don't know about that. The Zeta gave a shooter bar signal, but instead of going down, it simply went up again. So signal averted. If you were long this and you saw this, you could have prepared for it, but then been like, you know what? It's going up. And this is where you may not want to knee jerk it in the first 2 minutes of trading. You may want to wait till half a day. Give it till lunchtime. Because if a signal is going to fail, it'll fail, and you can get out at a decent mark. But if you give it just a chance, there it proved it and went back up. And now you don't have to. Now you can breathe a sigh of relief and don't have to do anything. I'll give this one more week, and then it comes off this list. Now here's a trade failure. Spanked for the third time on Zim. Bought it here, sold it here. Look how it ended up. A pink bar sell signal, and it just looks ugly. Volume here, followed by even bigger sell volume. And I was kind of afraid of that when it traded on this, what is that, a shooting star or something? And I'm like, uh-oh. And there's nothing you can do. You can, I had to get out right here at the top because it gapped down. I mean, when it gaps down on you, just forget it. Just get out. And look what it did since. Anybody who hung around praying, well, it started pointing down here and then really went down here and then gapped down here. Ugh, just so ugly. So big ass failure. So that's what we got for market signals for this weekend review. Definitely volatile. Some stuff still pointed up. It's still a bull market, but you got to choose the right stuff. Now to close, we'll look here at the latest S&P 500 numbers, data as of September 30th. We now have moved to a new quarter. This old quarter was moved to the history pile, and now we see how do the numbers look here on the new ones. Basically, again, growth rate is still forecasted good, but valuations are still in bubble territory right here. Trailing PEs are bubble territory, and now even forward PEs. Look at that. It calculates to a 25. Man, this market's expensive. But the market's been trading on the edge of this bubble range for, 3 quarters now. And it's done it before in history. Most right in here, 2003, 1998, 2003, the market traded in bubble ranges for a few years. It still went up. But I don't like this because I think it means just investors are paying too much. So, oh well, it is what it is. We shall see. So, anyways, that's the weekend review. Have a great trading week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.